Hey guys, welcome to my 2016 Hot Wheels tournament. I do this every year, but this is the first year I'm recording it. And let's see. This is far from all my cars. I have a lot. This is just a bunch of my new ones. And this box, full of unopened new ones. That big box, full of opened ones and unopened ones. These are full. This thing, full to the brim. And we'll be racing them on my 6-lane raceway. I also have a bunch of ones I'm not going to open because they're either rare treasure hunts or just really old ones. And I'm not going to record all of the races, just some interesting ones and probably the last couple rounds. Because the way I do it, I race them on the 6-lane raceway, and I do it in a tournament style. So the winner of the race moves on, and the 5 that lost, they just go away. I just put them back into storage, and I race them again next year. And it's August 20th, 2016. This is the first day, and I've only opened some of my new ones. I still have a bunch more to open. And whenever I get Hot Wheels, I don't really open them like as soon as I get them. I just save them until my yearly event, which is actually, I'm doing it kind of late this year because of stuff I had to do. But I usually just save them for my event, and whenever I get new ones, they just go into a box, and I open them in late July or August or whatever for my event. And some may think, and I have done this for at least probably 10 years now. I used to do it a 4-lane raceway, but because of the way it worked, I would only use the outer 2 lanes, because the inner 2 lanes, they wouldn't work too well. So that would take like a week to do. With the 6-lane raceway, the middle 2 lanes, they actually work properly. So I can do it properly, and it only gets done like 2 or 3 days now. But as the years are going to go by, I'm going to have more and more Hot Wheels, and it's going to take a while. So I'll get back once I have finished opening up all my new ones. Well, guys, I've opened all of my new ones, except for one. This one here. Because as I was about to open it, I noticed on the top of the door, it's hard to see, but there's like some paint smudge from either the stripe or just the machine got messed up. But if you notice in the picture, on the top of the passenger door, there's no orange smudge there. So I'm going to put this with my saved cars later on today, because I might save this and sell it, and impurities like that are quite obvious, that might actually fetch a decent amount of money. So that's going to my other bin. And also, got these roller coaster cars. Can't make a circle. I need 2 more though. Make a heptagon. I guess so. I guess heptagon. Yeah, 7. But it's the car snake. Unless you're fluent in internet, which in case it's called the car danger noodle. That's right, I've created a danger noodle out of cars. Now I just gotta take all my old ones out of the boxes and line them all up. And some of the few viewers I'm gonna get Some of them are probably gonna be like, well, if you've raced all the old ones, why do you have to race them against all the new ones? Well, because a car like this here, I've had this for a few years, but it could probably beat a car like this, or this, or let's see here, like some of these, because a car like this, even though it's old, it still goes quite fast. And I have 2 years ago, 2014, the car that won I actually had for over a year. It lost the year before that, but somehow it managed to win that year. And it's somewhere in here, I don't know where, but figured I might as well show you now. This here is the car that won last year. It's a Corvette Grand Sport Roadster. Right? Yeah. Doesn't say. I think it is. Got this last year. Won last year. Maybe it'll win this year. Don't know. Could be one of these. Could be somewhere in there. I don't know. We'll just have to wait and find out. Okay, guys. I have taken out all of my Hot Wheels, and yep, there they all are. Not quite sure how many, but after I line them all up, I will count them. And this might take up the whole rug. I don't even think I'll have any room for the track. Also, here's all the cars that I could find and remember that have won in previous years. This one here is the one I was talking about, this Bone Shaker. This is the one won in 2014, even though it lost in 2013. This Ford F-150 here, it won a few years ago. Might have won 2 years in a row, I don't know. But when it did win, it had a bed cover. Don't know where that went. This Shelby Daytona, this won like 3 years ago, I think. 2013 probably. This car here, Solar Reflex, this thing won, I think, like 4 or 5 years in a row. That one was really good. This Twin Mill 3, even though I have like 2 or 3 of these, I always know it's this one because of this chip in the end of the hood. I don't know if you can see that or not, but there's like a little chip out of the paint on the tip of the car. And that car won at least 3 years in a row. And then once again we have last year's winner, the Corvette Grand Sport Roadster. Could be one of these that wins this year. Could be one of these. Could be one of these old ones, or one of those old ones. I don't know. And also, where is it? Somewhere in here. One of the new cars. I just had it. Seriously, I just had it like 5-10 minutes ago. There it is. I just got this thing at Giant a couple weeks ago. Giant Food Stores. I think it's a thing like a store. It's only like in like northern US or eastern US. I don't know. But I've seen this thing there, and I never really wanted to get it because it just looks like another common car. But I happened to get it, and then I noticed something cool after I opened it. It's got little tabs on the wheels that make the little engine move in the back. So I know this thing is probably going to lose in the first round because of the friction from that. I just thought that was pretty cool that it has that cool engine shaking feature. Kind of like the jaw feature on this shark car that I got at Walmart a couple days ago. Have to get that camera down here. Has the same kind of mechanism on the tires, but as this one drives, the jaws go up and down. That one thought was pretty cool. And also, like I tried to show you before with that fire truck, when I took this thing out of the box, it did the same thing. Now to line them up. Alright, I have lined up all of my cars. And here they... Get that over here. Here they are. So I was almost here before. They almost fill up the entire carpet. I added them all up, and it comes to 988. Here's just a closer pan of all the cars. I guess if anyone wanted to, they could recount it and tell me if I got it wrong or something. I don't really care if you do or not. But if you do and you find out that I'm wrong, just tell me. I don't care. And also I have a bunch of unopened ones in my room that I don't really want to add up to this. So, pretty soon I'm about to start the races. And at the end of my tournament in like tomorrow or the next day or whatever, I always put the winner on top of my TV, and it sits there for a whole year until next year when I do the tournament again. But I was thinking, since I'm recording it this year, that I'll do it and also do a side tournament where I do all the loot, all the last place cars, except for like the blimps and the helicopters. Well, this helicopter here, this one has wheels. Like the wheels, the cars that don't have wheels, I'm not gonna count them. I just count the second to last car. I just throw those back in the bucket. But I was considering finding a last place car, and if it's a car that I don't really care about that much, maybe I'll take it outside and destroy it to make sure to tell the other cars or something not to be that terrible. Because, like, if the last place car was a car like, let's see here, a car like this, yeah, I like this car. I don't want to destroy that. But if it was just some junky car like this Indy car here, or maybe, I don't know, just like any common block car that I don't care about, I just take it out, squish it up, destroy it, do something, I don't even know what. But, yep, now we're, I guess you could say, off to the races. Okay, and we're about to start the first round. It's about 3:15, and this is probably going to take another 2 days because it took me like 3 hours to line all these up and count them. There's 988, by the way, not counting the ones I have unopened in my room. And, well, I guess we might as well just start now. The very first race is going to be this car, Spider Rider, in lane 1. Two Timer in lane 2. Some Batmobile, I don't know what movie or show this one's from, in lane 3. Riveted in lane 4. This is one of my favorite Hot Wheels. It's also one of the Acceleracers Hot Wheels from the movies from 2005. Oh yeah, and if anyone that works at Hot Wheels is watching this, yeah, put an award to your bosses or something, because I want the 5th movie have the 4 and the World Race movie from 2003. It's been 11 years. I think we need the 5th one. Okay, here's Spine Buster. Also another Acceleracers car. In lane 5. And we have one of my Loopster cars that I previously had as all connected up. I have 5 of, and they made the snake thing. Danger Noodle car. And let me just, I forgot to turn on the thing. Because it's an electric scoreboard. Isn't that amazing?
Hot Wheels Racers, take your lane!
And here they go.
Winner, lane 2!
Maybe I should have put something in front of it so they wouldn't all drive away. Yeah. Okay. Two-timer has won, and that spider off-road vehicle thing, whatever it was, that came in last. Okay, and now we're going to be going on to the second race of round 1. And as I was setting these up, I made sure it's like evenly distribute the new cars with the old cars. So each race will probably have 1, maybe 2 new cars. Because I just didn't want to like throw them all into one race and then they're all gone at once. And then it's all 3 new cars and 80 old cars. But let's see here. We have a 67 Pontiac GTO Cocoa Puffs in lane 1. Amazoom in lane 2. I think this car might have won once or twice in the past too. There's this car. Wish I knew the name, but it doesn't say on the bottom, and I got it a while ago, so I don't know. Lane 3. Surf Crate in lane 4. With, what the heck does that say? Island Patrol Tiki on top. Lane 4. In lane 5, we have a green Berserk. I think that's what it's called. Berserk. And in lane 6, we have a new car. Well, I think it's based off an old car or something, but it's called Combat Medic. It even says so on the side. It's pretty much just like a delivery truck. In lane 6. And here, wait, yeah, here they go.
Winner, lane 5!
Okay, race 2, round 1. Berserk has won, and the Surf Crate has come in last, and I have placed a shoebox full of shoes at the bottom of our track so the cars don't go everywhere. Because it takes too much time to chase them around and stuff. But here's round 1, race 3. In lane 1, we got Quick and Sick, like they had in that movie thing they made last year, whatever that. I forget what the heck it's called. Oh, The Origin of Awesome, that's what it is. Alright. Lane 2, we got the Haulinator with an expanding haul thing. And that doesn't bend down or anything. We can haul cars on here if you wanted to. In lane 3, we have Surf and School Bus. And yes, this is like the classic design from like not 10 years ago or whatever, with the surfing guy on it. And in lane 4, we have a custom 59 Cadillac with flames. Although we all know flames make a car go slower, so it'll probably lose. In lane 5, we have Jet Threat 4.0 with the drop wings and stuff. Have many of these. In lane 6, which is guaranteed to lose, we have a helicopter. Doesn't have any wheels, so I know this is going to lose, but I'll just take the 5th place car and make that do the loser trial. And here they go.
Winner, lane 2.
Okay, so the Holminator has won, and Surfing School Bus has come in last. Okay, now we're on round 1, race 4. This is going to be an interesting race because we have a motorcycle in this race. But first of all, in lane 1, we have a 1970 Chevelle SS wagon, which came from an Easter pack that I think I got for 49 cents. 5 cars for 49 cents at Target. It was like middle of July or something. Best deal ever. In lane 2, we got a custom 1964 Ford Galaxy. In lane 3, we have a motorcycle. I might be Canyon Carver, but I'm not sure. You guys can tell me in the comments what it is. Pretty sure it is because of that fat back tire. In lane 4, we got Fast Gassin'. Yeah, Fast Gassin'. Tanker truck. This thing, I think it did good last year. Not sure. Yeah. Stupid motorcycle. In lane 5, we have Horseplay. Year of the Horse Edition, 2014. In lane 6, we got, what is it? Deuce Roadster. With flames. Okay, and here they go. Okay, the Ford Galaxy has won, and the Deuce Roadster has come in last. I really thought it was going to be the motorcycle, but really close at the end. Okay, now we're on round 1, race 5. In lane 1, we've got a 1974 Dodge Charger. Yeah, what the heck is up with this lighting? Stupid sun went behind the clouds or something. In lane 2, we've got Audacious. Soccer edition, I think. Yeah, soccer. In lane 3, we've got a 1971 Buick Rivera. In lane 4, we got a 67 Chevy C10. Guessing this is an ancestor of the S10. What the heck is up? Here we go, there's the sun. In lane 5, we have an interesting car. It's a dairy delivery. but it's from a couple years ago, and it's a metal. It's like full metal with the rubber tires, the rubber red line. Not sure if you can see that. And in lane 6, we have Monopasto. I have a couple of these. So this is the green one with the purple windshield. Spectra Flame 2 on the side. Alright, and here they go.
Winner, lane 3.
Well, it looks like the Buick Rivera has won and Dairy Delivery has lost. Really hope I don't have to make the decision of whether or not to destroy that. Okay, this is round 1, race 5 or 6, something like that. 6. Round 1, race 6. And lane 1 will be Cadillac Cien. Cien. I have no idea how to pronounce that. C-I-E-N. In lane 2, we have a 1997 Chevy Corvette. In lane 3, we have Off Duty. Lane 4, we have a BMW 2002. I don't know if that means a year or if that was the model name. I don't know. I don't like BMWs. I'm not too big a fan. In lane 5, we have Howlin' Heat. In lane 6, we have Repo Duty. I like this car. You can repossess the cars and look cool. Tow them away on 2 wheels or something. Plow way through them when they try to take it back. All the good stuff. And now, here they go.
Winner, lane 3.
And Off Duty has won, and I'm gonna have to check the recording to see if the Cadillac Cien or the BMW 2002 lost. Okay, so from what I could tell, it looked like the BMW 2002 came in last. I'm not trying to be biased or anything, but because I don't like BMWs that much, but it did look like it was farther back than the Cadillac Cien. So that'll be in the running for last place. And now, round 1, race 7. In lane 1, we've got Evil Twin. With some kind of goblin thing on the back. In lane 2, we have a 64 Lincoln Continental. So many flames. Lane 3, we have... I have no idea what this is. It says, designed by Tom Mead. I always looked at this and just thought of some weird Corvette thing. I don't know. Lane 4, we have an old Porsche 911. In lane 5, we have Urban Agent with the shooter thingy still there. And I always liked how it always had those missiles and stuff on the bottom and sides. It was always a cool touch. And in lane 6, we have a 1970 Camaro. Let's see how they do.
Winner, lane
Okay, so the Camaro has won and Evil Twin has come in last. And I think I'm only going to do like one or two more races, and then it's going to be selective races that I record. Because I am not doing like 1,000 race, because there's almost 1,000 cars here to race. I'm not going to sit here and record every single one of them. It's going to take way too long. But I'll selectively record round 1. I'll record part of round 2. And then probably like rounds 5 and on, I'll probably record the whole thing maybe. Depending on what's happening and whatnot. Okay, now on to round 1, race 8. In lane 1, we have fast forward, or fast four-wheel drive, depending on how you want to read the name. I'd say it's supposed to be fast forward, some kind of rally car. In lane 2, we have a Color Shifters 2005 Ford Mustang GT. See, it's like maroon. Oh man, tried licking it, but I think it's on the warm water color already. I think it turns green or something. In lane 3, we have a 73 Ford Falcon XB. This thing usually does pretty good. In lane 4, we have a Ferrari, LaFerrari, I believe. Yep, LaFerrari. In lane 5, we have a custom Ford Bronco. This thing is pretty cool. It's like a Baja edition or something. I'm actually surprised that fits in the lane. And in lane 6, we have a 84 Pontiac. It looks like it's stunt car livery, whatever one you call it. Let's see how they do.
Winner, lane 5.
Yeah, I have no idea who came in last. I'll have to check the recording to see who came in last, but I'll probably have to redo the race between the Mustang and the Bronco, because the Bronco, the way it sat on the starting gate, it was like a half inch to an inch forward. So I'll check that and get back. Okay, I relined them up. I couldn't find a way to get the Bronco back so that it would be a fairer race. But I do know that the Ford Falcon has come in last in that race, so that one's going off. And let's see between these two who actually wins.
Winner, lane 5.
Yeah, it was the Bronco. I didn't see the Mustang gain on it any, so I'm going with the Bronco. Okay, now we're on round 1, race 9. Said during the last race that might be the last race before I do selective, but decided to do 1 or 2 more. So here we got a Bugatti Veyron in lane 1. In lane 2 we have Spectate, which is a Hot Wheels Acceleracers car that has glow-in-the-dark wheels. In lane 3 we have a DMC DeLorean, red. On the bottom it has DMC, like the actual logo. Upside down though, sorry. With the opening hatch. Look at that, opening hatch. In lane 4 we have Formulator, pretty beat up. In lane 5, we have a garbage truck. I'm just going to leave it with the thingy up like that because it would be less aerodynamic if it was down. And in lane 6, we have a 1997 Ford F-150 that's been all jacked up. And the Ford F-150 is ahead like the Bronco was. I don't think it's going to win though. It's probably going to be spec tight. Let's see how they do.
Winner, lane 2.
Yep, spec tight was the winner. And dang it, again, I forgot to look at the last place car. Gotta go back to the stupid recording again. I need to stop forgetting to do that. Okay, so from what I could tell, it looked like it was the DeLorean that came in last. Yep. Now we're on round 1, race 10. Okay, so in lane 1, we will have Backdrafter. This is the ones I was saying about before that was like exploding out of the package. Just wanted to race so bad. In lane 2, we have... Oh, what the heck? Jeez, I know what the heck this thing is called. Where is it? Should be around here somewhere. Come on. Come on. I don't see it. Synchro, that's what it is, Synchro. I was blanking for a minute, but I finally remembered. And this is one that I got at McDonald's, like 10 years ago. The light inside doesn't turn on anymore. Wish it would, though. And there's no stickers on it either. In lane 3, we have... I forget what this one's called, but it's like some steam engine car or something. In lane 4, we have Tantrum. I think sometimes this car has a different name depending on the paint job. Like that one other car, I forget what it's called, but it does. In lane 5, we have a Dodge Challenger of funny car. Fillet metal opens up. In lane 6, we have Bedlam. It's kind of like a El Camino or something. And it's rear-engined, except it's not an El Camino, because it's Hot Wheels. It's a cool El Camino, that's what it is. Let's see how they do.
Winner, lane 5.
Okay, so the funny car has won, and Bedlam has come in last. Okay, now we're on round 1, race 20. In lane 1, we're going to have the MX-48 Turbo. In lane 2, we have Diora 2 with the surfboards, like the one Vert had in Acceleracers and World Race until it got cut in half. Lane 3, we got Rapid Transit. In lane 4, we have a Hot Wheels Test Facility Ford Transit Connect. In lane 5, we have a Dodge Challenger Concept. And in lane 6, we have an Easter version of SuperNat. Let's see how they do.
Winner! Lane 4!
So the Ford Transit has won, and what was that? I think it was the what the heck? I just saw it. Okay, yeah, so it was Rapid Transit that came in last. I just had to make sure. Okay, now it's round 1, race 21. In lane 1, we have another SuperNat, but this time it has a different paint job. I personally like this one better because it doesn't have that ugly yellow windshield. In lane 2, we have a surfing school bus, but it's a new one. It's a newer design. It's not like the older design. It has flames instead of surfboard guy, and actually says school bus. In lane 3, we have a Boulevard Bruiser Fire Chief. In lane 4, we have a Snoopy on his doghouse car. Snoopy. Look at that. Snoopy on the doghouse. Gonna do a race. In lane 5, we have Pedal Driver. Little pedal car. See the little pedals. Oh yeah, can actually see through the floor. I didn't even notice that. Tiny little car. And in lane 6, we have a Corvette C6 convertible. Let's find out how they do.
Winner! Lane 6!
Okay, so the Corvette has won, and it seemed to me like the Boulevard Bruiser Fire Chief came in last. Okay, now on round 1, race 22, I think. Yep, race 22. So in lane 1, we have a 2010 Toyota Tundra. It's all jacked up like that 97 F-150 earlier. And, oh come on, it doesn't even fit in the lane. Oh well, guess it's going like that. All crooked and stuff. In lane 2, we have another dairy delivery. Okay. Yeah, dairy. But this one isn't 100% metal and doesn't have the rubber tires. And it's really beat up on the front. It's got a Griffin, I guess. Griffin something. I don't know. In lane 3, we have a HW Prototype 12, or Hot Wheels Prototype 12, however you want to call it. In lane 4, we have a Datsun 620 pickup truck. Whenever I hear Datsun, I always think, because like it's a Japanese company. It was the parent company. Used to be it's Nissan now. But I always thought, because of the way it's spelled, Datsun, I always thought that when they were trying to make the name, they had like, one guy was like, hey, what should we name our car company? And the other guy would be like, Datsun. Because it's Japan, land of the rising sun. So it's probably like early in the morning, guy was like, ooh, Datsun. I know that's not how it is. I know it's something to do with surnames or something. But anyway. In lane 5, we have an Acura NSX. Looks like one from like 05 or something. And in lane 6, we have a custom 1969 Volkswagen Squareback. This thing just looks like an ugly station wagon, if you ask me. Almost as ugly as a VW bus. And yes, I don't like them. They're just ugly things. Let's see how they do.
Winner, lane 4.
So it seems that the car in lane 4, the heck? Oh, the Datsun pickup truck has won. I know the Tundra came in last, but I think that's just because of the way I had to make it right on the rail. If it was on the ground, I probably would have had a fair match, but I couldn't get it to do like that. So I'm going to just act like that one was like the helicopter and also a blimp that I did in a race that I didn't record. I'm just going to like count that as one of those. So I'm going to count the dairy delivery as the last place car. Okay, now it's round 1, race 23. In lane 1, we have a what the heck? Baseline from McDonald's. And it has the Teku stickers from the Acceleracers. And does it light up? Oh yeah! It lights up! Look at that! The thing is 11 years old and it lights up! That is awesome! Seriously. I can't believe that battery hasn't like corroded or exploded or anything yet. That is awesome. In lane 2 we have another Tantrum. So I guess it's not like one of those cars that has the different names for the different paint styles. Like Night Burner or something, whatever that one car is. In lane 3 we have an Amazon with a different paint job. This thing kind of looks like a skyline from the front. Pretty cool. In lane 4, we have a car called Ultra Rage. I'm guessing this thing's probably going to come in last, or at least second to last. Seeing as how old it looks. Lane 5, we have a Hyundai Tiburon. In lane 6, we have a custom 2015 Ford Mustang. Stupid, dirty track. Let's see how they do.
Winner, lane 6.
So actually the Tiburon came in last, and the Mustang has won. Okay, now it's round 1, race 24. We have in lane 1 we have a really strange car called Sixy Beast. It's quite sixy, if you ask me. Quite sixy, if you ask pretty much anybody, I would hope. V6 that looks like it generates like 1,000 horsepower or something like that. I don't know. Lane 2, we have a Dodge Viper GTSR. Nice spoiler. In lane 3, we have a Jaguar D-Type from like the 50s or 60s or something like that. With some weird transformer thing on it. I don't know what that is. Must have been from some like Japanese anime set in the early 2000s or something. I don't know. In lane 4, we have a Chevy Nova. Like a 69 or something. The Hot Wheels race. Maybe it's a Chevelle. No, I think it's Nova SS. Doesn't say anything on the bottom, so I don't know. In lane 5, we have Rogue Hog. In lane 6, we have a Team Hot Wheels Green Team Dakar. Right? Yep, Dakar. Green Team, Team of Speed. Or something like that. I have no idea. Let's see how they do.
Winner, lane 5.
Guess sure now because on the track.
Lane 6.
But, you know, seeing as how that thing didn't go at all at the start, I still think I have to classify it as a helicopter or whatever. So, the Nova, was it? I think it might have been the Nova that came in last. And Rogue Hog came in first. Actually, it was the Jaguar D-Type that came in last. Sorry about that. Okay, now we're on round 1, race 25. And in lane 1, we have this weird car. It's called Grease Rod. And on the package, I had like this weird guy with a hook hand and it says something about like something about build your own race or something, or the something race. I don't know. It just said something weird. In lane 2, we have a Racer X street car from Speed Racer. Number 9. In lane 3, we have a Ford GT40. It's my second favorite car of all time. In lane 4, we have Speed Slayer, which I think it's supposed to be like some land speed record car or something. In lane 5, we have an interesting car. It's super smooth. It's a pickup truck. And actually, a few years ago, in wintertime, I threw some cars off my roof that weren't Hot Wheels. And because the all iced all over on the snow in my yard, and I live on a hill, so when I threw the cars off my roof, they slid down the hill to the bottom and stuff. And this was not one of the cars I threw. I threw cars that were like either matchboxes that I had for some reason, or like Mastos or something. But in the springtime, when I went down there and looked for the cars, I found this. And it was all full of dirt and I had to wash it out. You can still hear there's some dirt in it. But I have no memory of it ever having this. And then I just found it one day. I dug it up, I saw this shiny thing, and it was the roof. It was just stuck down there in the dirt. Don't know why, don't know how, it just was. And in lane 6, we have, looks like a Chevy Nomad or something. Station wagon. Probably from the 70s or 60s, something like that. Let's see how they do.
Winner, lane 4.
Okay, so the Speed Slayer has won, which kind of makes sense because it's a car that's made for land speed records, and that truck that I had my story about, that came in last. Dug it out of the ground so it could just lose. Yep. Okay, now we're on round 1, race 26. In lane 1, we have an Aston Martin DB10. I believe it's supposed to be a James Bond car. I think it had like the Spectre 007 package. In lane 2, we have a Pontiac GTO 388, looks like. All black except for that stripe. In lane 3, we have Impavado 1 with the glass doors. In lane 4, we have What For 2 with the blue cover, windshield thing. I don't even know what that's supposed to be. In lane 5, we have another backdrafter, a blue one. In lane 6, we have a 1968 Plymouth Barracuda Formula S. So I'm guessing this is meant to be like a race version of it. Well, let's race them and find out how they do.
Winner, lane 1.
So, looks like the Aston Martin has come in first, and the GTO has come in last. Yep. Okay, now it's August 21st. We have not gotten through all of the races yesterday in round 1. Right now, this is going to be round 1, race 100. In lane 1, we have a 2010 Ford Mustang GT. In lane 2, we have a 1970 Camaro RS. In lane 3, we have a 2012 Camaro ZL. In lane 4, we have an Olds 442 that's been jacked up to be like a monster truck. In lane 5, we have Blastjus. And in lane 6, we have Super Modified. This car was designed by Dale Earnhardt Jr. So I figured you got some Junior fans that might watch this and might like that. I'm not a Junior fan, I'm a Tony Store fan. And yesterday, I didn't record it, but the last year's winner, in its first race, came in 4th place. It lost to an Olds 442 that it beat last year. So weird. But anyway, let's see how they go.
Winner, lane 4.
And the old 442 has 1, and Blast just says come in last. That's round 100 for you, folks. Now it's race 101 of round 1. In lane 1, we have Shark Bite, I believe it's called. It's that car with the cool chomping action. In lane 2, we have Quarter Mile Coupe. In lane 3, we have a C6 Corvette with police paint. In lane 4, we have a Dodge Charger Daytona with the wing broken off. In lane 5, we have the Governor. I never understood why this car didn't have a clear windshield. It's weird. And in lane 6, we have a Ford Focus hatchback rally. Jeez, this stupid lighting is terrible. Let's see how they do.
Winner, lane 6.
Seems that the Ford Focus has won, and the Dodge Charger Challenger Charger, whatever it is, Daytona, has lost. Now for round 1, race 102. In lane 1, we have Jackhammer. This was a car from Hot Wheels Acceleracers that was driven by Pork Chop. It's not the same paint job, though. In lane 2, we have, what is this? I think it's like a gremlin or something. AMC gremlin. Greased gremlin, something like that. In lane 3, we have a 2012 Acura NSX Concept. In lane 4, we have Muscle Tone. I think this thing is probably going to lose. It's all old and rusty. In lane 5, we have some, like, an armored money van, I guess. In lane 6, we have Time a Taxi with this weird door that can open, but I don't want to force it because it might break. Let's see how they do.
Winner, lane 3.
And it seems that the NSX has won and Muscle Tone has come in last. Now it's round 1, race 115. And in lane 1, we have Skull Crusher. In lane 2, we have Firestorm. In lane 3, we have RD06. It's one of the drone cars from Acceleracers. In lane 4, we have Loopster. In lane 5, we have a Batmobile. I have no idea what one this is. In lane 6, we have a 1971 Plymouth GTX with Lucky Charms and 43, like Richard Petty. Let's see how they do.
Winner, lane 3.
Okay, so RD06 has won, and the Batmobile has lost. Okay, now we're on round 1, race 117. In lane 1, we have a 1967 Camaro with a functional hood, so you can see that nice engine. In lane 2, we have Solar Reflex, which is a past winner of the tournament. And I think it's won so many times because years ago, I think I used to also do a tournament in the wintertime too, like right after Christmas. Because since my birthday is in the middle of July, I'd always do it like the week after my birthday. And then I think I would also do it like the week after Christmas or something. And that's why I had so many winners in such little time. Anyway. In lane 3, we have Winning Formula. In lane 4, we have a Honda Civic Si, or SI, however we like to call it. 2006 Honda Civic SI. In lane 5, we have the Mach 6 from Speed Racer. 6. And no, I'm not going to put that in lane 6. Staying in lane 5. In lane 6, we have... Jeez, I can't even read this. A 57 Roadster. This thing was just so old, I can barely even read the name on the bottom. But let's see how they do.
Winner, lane 2.
So, probably as expected, Solar Reflex has won, and the 57 Roadster has come in last. Okay, now we're on round 1, race 118. In lane 1, we have a Mitsubishi Eclipse convertible. In lane 2, we have a 1994 BMW M3 GTR. In lane 3, we have, I think it's called like Turbine Time or something. It's some truck with turbine engines. I can't remember what it's called. It doesn't say on the bottom. In lane 4, we have a 67 Mustang, I guess. 67, 69, something like that. In lane 5, we have So Fine. And in lane 6, we have a 55 Chevy. Let's see how they do.
Winner, lane 2.
Okay, so the BMW has come in first, and So Fine has come in last. Okay, now we're on round 1, race 119. In lane 1, we have another MX-48 Turbo but this one's a lot older and beat up. In lane 2, we have a custom 2015 Mustang, like the one I raced earlier. In lane 3, they have a 1963 Ford Mustang II Concept. In lane 4, we have a 57 Chevy. In lane 5, we have a Cadillac LMP. And in lane 6, we have a custom 53 Chevy. With a see-through hood. Let's see how they do.
Winner, lane 2.
Okay, so the 2015 Mustang has won, and the 57 Chevy has lost. Right now we're on round 1, race 20. In lane 1, we have a Mazda Furai. In lane 2, we have a 1971 Dodge Challenger. In lane 3, we have a Mini WRC, which is a 4-door Mini Cooper with a rally spoiler and rally lights. In lane 4, we have Bone Shaker. I have like 5 of these things. Just keep in mind. In lane 6, we have Big Chill Snowmobile, which is like some crazy snowmobile thing with this huge engine and flip down skis. That thing is probably going to come in last. In lane 6, we have Power Pipes. Let's make him race.
Winner, lane 3.
Alright, so the Mini has come in first, and as I predicted, the snowmobile thing has come in last. Okay, now it's round 1 at race 121. And in lane 1, we have Phaeton. Phaeton, I guess. I don't know. And it has a detachable roof. See that? The roof comes off. It's a convertible. So amazing. Be more amazing when I can get this thing back on. There we go. In lane 2 is a XT3 vehicle. XT-3, I should say. With this really wobbly engine. This thing's gonna come in last, probably. In lane 3, we have another Loopster. This one has the guy in the back have his hands up. Whee! In lane 4, we have RD03. It's another one of those drone cars from the Acceleracers series. Oh, this one's more for like generals and stuff. In lane 6, we have Scorpedo. And in lane 5, I should have said. And in lane 6, we have an MX-48 Turbo, but this one is newer and not nearly as beat up as that other one. Here they go.
Winner, lane 6.
Okay, so the MX-48 Turbo has won the race, and that pointy car thing, I don't even know what it's called, the something -3, I think. Whatever it is, yeah, that came in last. And now it's round 1, race 122. In lane 1, we have a fire truck. In lane 2, we have Drift King, and this is from that one video game that they had where you could like plug the car into the controller and you could play it on your computer and you would like drive through the worlds and each car would have a different advantage on each track. That's pretty cool. I actually still have it. Well, compared to today's video games, that game sucks. In lane 3, we have Side Draft. And this little thingy here, this opens up and you can see into the engine. And this is a car from the World Race movie. In lane 4, lane 4, we have a 49 Mercury. And it's one of those ones from years ago that had like the super huge front ends. I don't know why they did that. In lane 5, we have Cabin Fever. It's a hauler truck, and I think it used to have like a little ramp or something that attached to it. But this thing is so old, I don't even remember having it. And in lane 6, we have a Dodge Challenger drift car. Let's see how they do.
Winner, lane 2.
Okay, so Drift King has won, and Cabin Fever has come in last place. It was really close between Cabin Fever and the 49 Mercury, but I could tell it was farther back. Really close, though. Now we're on to round 1, race 123. I think I should be able to get through round 1 today. Maybe even round 2. So, in lane 1, we have a 40 Ford Coupe. It's like lavender colored with dark purple flames. In lane 2, we have Flyby. I'm guessing this thing is probably going to come in last, seeing as how the middle of the tracks are all like bumpy and ridgy and stuff. So it doesn't really work out well for motorcycles on this, because like the way where a car starts to go, yeah, that's nice and flat and smooth. But in the middle, it's all rough and bumpy. And I think they should just make it where the whole thing is flat. Probably be cheaper to make it like that too. So anyway, here's another look at it, and the little thingy in the middle spins. Doesn't spin with the tires though. In lane 3, we have Amazon. It's another one of those. Geez, that flyby is gonna fall over. Oh yeah, and I've decided that for cars to be classified as like last place, but not going into like the tournament for last, it has to fit in the track, and it has to be able to like reach the finish. So if I have like a big Hummer and I have to make it like go cockeyed, I'm still gonna race it. It's just not gonna be counted for anything, because I know it's going to come in last. But like, if this motorcycle makes it all the way to the end, then yeah, that'll count. So anyway, in lane 4, we have a Batman, I'm guessing, I don't know, it's Batmobile. Arkham Knight, I don't know, Suicide Squad, something like that, I don't even know. I don't follow along with superhero stuff. In lane 5, we have Steel Flame. Country Spectacular Live. No idea who that guy is. Who is it? Who is it? In lane 6, we have another Rapid Transit. This one is newer and it has police paint on it. So let's find out how to do.
Winner, lane 4.
Oh, what the heck? Oh, the Batmobile has come in first, and I don't know if I should classify the motorcycle as coming in last, because it did fall over. So I couldn't keep track of what car came in last. I think it might have been Steel Flame, but I have to. Let me just look at it once more. Okay, so I was wrong about race 123. It was actually the 40 Ford Coupe that came in last place. But now on to round 1, race 124. In lane 1, we have, I don't know, some like 30s coupe thing. 30s hot rod. I think it's based off like an older mold or something, because it doesn't say on the bottom. In lane 2, we have a Mustang Mach 1 in yellow. I have another one that I think I raced and it was in red. And that is my favorite Mustang. Of all the Mustangs, my Mach 1 is my favorite. In lane 3, you have a Shelby Cobra Daytona in blue, number 59. In lane 4, we have Carbonic. In lane 5, we have a Mustang Cobra from the 80s. And in lane 6, we have a car called Nomad or what? Like Nomad is like Chevy Nomad or something, or like Nomad Indian. That kind of Nomader. An interesting story. I had this car for a few years, and then one day, I realized that I could take this back window off. And inside there's like a little like RC car or something. You can't take that out. Not even sure if you can see it. There it is. But I had this car for like 5 years and I didn't even know that. But anyway, that's going in lane 6. Ah, dang it, I messed it up. There we go. Lane 6. And here they go.
Winner, lane 6.
Okay, so no matter what, or whatever the heck that thing was called, that came in first, and the Shelby Cobra Daytona, that came in last. Alright, now on round 1, race 125. In lane 1, we have a Tesla Model S in silver. In lane 2, we have the Demon. In lane 3, we have another 63 Ford Mustang 2 concept. In lane 4, we have Audacious. In lane 5, we have Nerve Hammer. I think one of these won earlier today. Yeah. And in lane 6, we have Rev Rod. But now let's see how they do.
Winner, lane 3.
Okay, so the Mustang has won, and the Demon has come in last place. Alright, now we're on round 1, race 126. In lane 1, we have another Rev Rod. In lane 2, we have Jet Threat 4.0, but this time, oh, dang it, it's red with yellow wings. In lane 3, we have Tread Air. Yeah, I think I might have done one of these earlier and it lost. Mainly because of the tiny little wheel in the front that's super skinny and it's on those grooves. And in lane 4, we have a 67 Pontiac GTO. In lane 5, we have a stock car. It's also from that video game that I mentioned earlier. And in lane 6, we have Way Too Fast. It's like an inline version of Twin Mill or something like that. Now let's see how they do.
Winner, lane 5.
Yep, so the stock car has won and Tread Air has come in last. Okay, now it's round 1, race 127. In lane 1, we have a 2015 Dodge Challenger SRT Hellcat. I saw this weird little thingy on the bottom right here. I couldn't tell what it was, and after I looked closer, I noticed it was the Hellcat logo. I could have just wrote Hellcat, that would have been easier. In lane 2, we have a Ford GTXI, which is like the Ford GT, which I said before was my second favorite car in the world. My favorite is the Nissan GTR. And that raced earlier, but I didn't record it because the GTR that I have, it just sucks. All the tires are rusty and stuff. Got it at a flea market for like $1 or something. And in lane 3, we have a Dodge Sidewinder. In lane 4, we have Buzz Bomb. These annoying little things that could pop up all the time. In lane 5, we have Roll Cage. And this thing is, yeah, most likely going to come in last because the tires barely even spin on these super bent axles. And in lane 6, we have a Cobra 427. Like the thing Carroll Shelby designed. Let's see how they do.
Winner, lane 3.
Okay, so the Dodge Sidewinder has come in first, and like I said, the Roll Roll cage has come in last. Alright, now on to round 1, race 128. In lane 1, we have straight pipes. Now this car, it might have been a past winner. I don't think it was. It might have been, I'm not sure. In lane 2, we have this pickup truck with a bunch of speakers in the bed. I don't know what the name is, but I've always called it Ghetto Blaster. And the license plate says truck. I don't even think you can read that, can you? In lane 3, we have a 69 Corvette. In lane 4, we have Bad Ratitude. And the front says, "Here, kitty," with a little kitty face. Here, kitty, kitty, kitty. In lane 5, we have... What the heck is this? It's some bulldozer car. If you know what it is, I'd like to know too. But I don't know, so I can't tell you. I know it's brand new because I just opened it up yesterday, but I don't know what it is. And in lane 6, we have Lean Machine. I think this thing used to have a cover over like the cockpit area, but this thing is at least 10 years old, so I don't know where it is. Actually, probably at least 13 years old. Let's see how it does.
Winner, lane 5.
Okay, so the Bulldozer Hot Rod has won, and Lean Machine has come in last. Alright, now on round 1, race 129. In lane 1, we have a Toyota Baja truck, looks like. Off-road truck. I like to call these things Baja racers. In lane 2, we have... with the Iridium. This is another silencer car. This is a silencer car from the Acceleracers movies. This is actually the official paint job that it had in the movies. But I played with this thing so hard, the front is like broken. I could probably take that off if I wanted to. But I don't. In lane 3, we have a Corvette Grand Sport. In lane 4, we have what I'm guessing is winning formula again. I don't know. It's a formula car. Doesn't say anywhere. In lane 5, we have Excessive. This is that cool truck thing that has the rotating chassis. And in lane 6, we have the Honda Spocket. Let's see how they do.
Winner, lane 6.
Okay, so the Honda Spocket has won, and Iridium has come in last. Alright, now on round 1, race 130. In lane 1, we got, I think, Gazella GT. I'm not sure. That's what I think it is. In lane 2, we have a Hummer. And this thing, I know it's not going to fit in the lane. So it's not going to be counted for the last place tournament. In lane 3, we have Sweet 16. And this little trunk part here, the one tab is broken off so it doesn't stay perfect. In lane 4, we have a 1972 Ford Ranchero. In lane 5, we have a Tesla Model S, this time in blue. And in lane 6, we have a Corvette C6. Let's see how they do.
Winner! Lane 6!
Okay, so the Corvette has won, and Sweet 16 is coming last. Alright, this isn't a race or anything, but this is something I wanted to tell you about earlier that I forgot to. I have this car called Reverb, and it's a car from the Acceleracers movies, particularly the third one and the last one. And there's also a car from the Hot Wheels Battle Force 5 called Reverb, and it was a car that guy in purple drove. What I wanted to draw attention to was that there's this car called Hypertruck. But basically, it's Reverb with the cabin slightly shortened, and the engine moved to the front so there could just be a bed here. It's basically the same exact car everywhere, except for the fact that it's a pickup truck. I just thought I should point that out because just look at that. Hot Wheels recycling old ideas and making them into new ones. I don't like how they did that. Okay, now to round 1, race 131. In lane 1, we have a 1971 Hemi Cuda. Has those little Hemi word on the side. I don't even think you can read that, can you? Nah, it's just blurry lines. In lane 2, we have a Volkswagen Beetle convertible. In lane 3, we have Eye Candy. In lane 4, we have, I guess it's Anglia 105E. I'm not sure if that's the name of the car, if it's just something about like when it was made or something. Or about like the factory, something like that, I don't know. In lane 5, we have a 2005 Ford Mustang GT. And in lane 6, there's this gun car thing that I'm pretty sure is going to come in last place. See how they do.
Winner! Lane 2!
And the Volkswagen Beetle has won. Right now it's August 22nd. I finished the round 1 yesterday, the last race. I actually only had 3 cars. I ended up having only 987 cars. And the winner was this hover boat car thing here. And the loser was this 67 Mustang. So when I do the winners and losers, I'm gonna do all the winners round 1 and then all the losers round 1. Or rather, the winners round 2. And then the losers round 1, I guess you could say. I don't know, I'm just calling this round 2. Alright, so now we're on round 2, race 1 of the winners. In lane 1, we have 2-timer. Lane 2, we have Berserk. Lane 3 is the Hollinator. Lane 4 is the Custom 64 Galaxy, Ford Galaxy. Lane 5 is a 1971 Buick Rivera. And lane 6 is Off Duty. Let's see how they do. Let's see how they do.
Winner, lane 3.
Okay, so the Hollinator has won. Alright, now it's round 2, race 2. In lane 1 is a 1970 Camaro. Lane 2 is the custom Ford Bronco. Lane 3 is Spectite with glow-in-the-dark wheels. That was Accelerator's car. Lane 4, that was driven by Nolo. Lane 4 is the Dodge Challenger funny car. Lane 5 is a Porsche Carrera GT. And lane 6 is the 2005 Ford Mustang that I believe is supposed to be like drag version or something. Well, let's see how they do.
Winner, lane 2.
Okay, so the Ford Bronco has won. Alright, now it's round 2, race 3. In lane 1, we have Power Pistons with glow wheels, once again. That was a car from a Hot Wheels World Race. Not the same design, though. Lane 2, we have a different colored Off-Duty. In lane 3, we have a Subaru Brat. In lane 4, you have Chill Mill. In lane 5, we have an Olds 442. And in lane 6, we have a Dodge Charger SRT8. See how they do.
Winner, lane 4.
Okay, so Chill Mill has won. Alright, now it's round 2, race 4. In lane 1, we have Mad Fast. In lane 2, we have the Hot Wheels Ford Transit Connect. In lane 3, we have the Corvette C6 convertible. In lane 4, we have a Datsun 620. In lane 5, we have a custom 2015 Ford Mustang. And in lane 6, we have a Rogue Hog. Let's see how they do.
Winner, lane 2.
Okay, so the Ford Transit has won. Alright, on to round 2, race 5. In lane 1, we have Speed Slayer. In lane 2, we have an Aston Martin DB10, James Bond. Lane 3, we have Chevrolator. Guessing it's designed by Chevrolet. Lane 4, we have Backdraft. Lane 5, we have a Nissan Skyline, which is basically just the old version of the GTR. And in lane 6, we have a Hot Wheels Prototype 12. Let's see how they do.
Winner, lane 3.
Okay, so the Chevrolator has won. Okay, now onto round 2, race 6. In lane 1, we have the James Bond Mustang Mach 1, 1971. In lane 2, we have a Baja Beetle. I'm pretty sure this thing was also a past winner. In lane 3, we have Riveted. Actually, in the race that this car won in the first round, the last place car was also Riveted. Except the last place one was from McDonald's and was old. In lane 4, we have a 57 Chevy with a Merca paint scheme. Lane 5, we have Twinduction. And lane 6, we have a Dodge M80. Let's see how they do.
Winner, lane 5.
Okay, so Twinduction has won. Right now onto round 2, race 7. In lane 1, we have a custom 2001 Acura Integra GSR. In lane 2, we have Muscle Tone, Baseball Edition. In lane 3, we have an Aston Martin 1963 DB5, which is a James Bond car. In lane 4, we have So Fast. In lane 5, we have a Ford GT. Like I said before, second favorite car in the world. First favorite's Nissan GTR, and the third favorite's a Ford Raptor. Then it's the Land Rover Range Rover Evoque. And then the Audi R8. And then lane 6 is the custom Volkswagen Beetle with the little opening hood back here so you can see the little engine. Well, let's see how they do.
Winner, lane 1.
Okay, so the Acura Integra has won. Okay, now it's round 2, race 8. In lane 1, we have Bone Shaker. This is the one that won like 2 years ago. In lane 2, we have a 2015 Jaguar F-Type Project 7. In lane 3, we have a Volkswagen Scirocco GT24. In lane 4, we have Baseline, which is a Hot Wheels Acceleration car driven by Scirocco. Yeah, the guy's name was Scirocco. In lane 5, we have an Aston Martin 177. And in lane 6, we have D-Muscle. Seriously, it's called D-Muscle. I don't know if it's supposed to be D-Muscle, but D-Muscle. Let's see how they do.
Winner, lane 4.
Okay, so Baseline has won. Okay, now we're on round 2, race 27. The second to last race in the round. In lane 1, we have a Ferrari 458 Italia. In lane 2, we have a Corvette. Seriously, that's all it says. In lane 3, we have a 2005 Ford Mustang GT. In lane 4, we have a Porsche Carrera GT. In lane 5, we have a Ferrari California. In lane 6, we have a Triumph TR6. Let's see how they do.
Winner, lane 4.
Okay, so the Porsche Carrera GT has won. Okay, now we're on the last race of round 2, which is race 28. It's only got 3 cars. In lane 1, we have Off Track, which I believe is a color shifters. Yep, it is. I liked it. In lane 3, we'll have a Dodge Challenger drift car. And in lane 6, we will have Hoverstorm. Let's see how they do.
Winner, lane 3.
Okay, so the Dodge Challenger drift car has won. Okay, I finished round 2. Here's the winners. And here's the remaining losers. I know I didn't record any of the loser tournament, the first round of the losers, but it's pretty much just looking to see what car didn't get there. Pretty much. It wasn't that interesting. So now we'll be on to round 3. Okay, so since there's 28 cards left, I've done the math in my head, and I'm going to do it like a way that I know is going to get it down to 2 final cars. So let's just make it go. So in lane, I'm going to use lane 2 and 5 if I do 2 cars. So lane 2 is going to be the Hollinator. And lane 5 is the Ford Bronco. Let's see how they do.
Winner, lane 2.
Okay, so the Hollinator has won. Okay, now for round 3, race 2. In lane 2, we have Chill Mill, the white one. And in lane 5, we have the Ford Transit Connect. Let's see how they do.
Winner, lane 5.
Okay, so the Ford Transit has won. And now on to round 3, race 3. In lane 2, we have the Chevrolator. In lane 5, we have Twin Duction. And I think it has glow-in-the-dark tires. Let's make him race.
Winner, lane 2.
Okay, so the Chevrolator has won. Now into round 3, race 4. In lane 2, we have the custom 2001 Acura Integra GSR. And in lane 4, we have Baseline. Let's see how they do.
Winner, lane 2.
Okay, so the Acura Integra has won. Now for round 3, race 5. In lane 2, we have Steer Clear. Because it's a bull car, steer, yeah, no. And in lane 5, we have the 2015 Jaguar F-Type Project 7. Ready and go.
Winner, lane 2.
Okay, so Steer Clear has won. Alright, now we're on round 3, race 13. In lane 2, we have Chill Mill. And in lane 5, we have a Porsche Carrera GT. Let's see how they do.
Winner, lane 2.
Okay, so Chill Mill has won. Okay, so after the conclusion of round 3, we only have 14 winners and 14 losers left. Here's the the cars facing towards the camera are the winners. And all the losers are the ones facing away from the camera. Now, last round I had 28 to start out with on each side, so I did it 2 in each race. And this one I'm going to do 4, 4, 4, and then 2. So I'll be left with 4 cars. And then I'll do like 2, then 2. And I'll be down to 2 cars, and I'll do 3 races between the last 2. And whoever wins 2 of those races is going to be the ultimate winner. I'm going to do the same for the losers as well. And so I'll have a worst car and a second worst car. And and if the worst car comes out to be a car that I don't want to destroy, like this car here, because that was my very first Hot Wheel, I'll destroy the second worst car. And if it's like this, or this, yeah, I'll destroy that. Okay, so for round 4, race 1, in lane 1, we have the Hollinator. In lane 2, we have the Ford Transit Connect. In lane 3, we have the Chevrolator. Lane 5. In lane 6, we have the Acura Integra GSR. Let's see how they do.
Winner, lane 2.
Okay, so the Ford Transit has won. Now for round 4, race 2, in lane 1, we have Steer Clear. Lane 2, we have the 2009 Corvette ZR1. Lane 5, we have the Subaru Brat. And in lane 6, we have this soccer car that I don't know the name of. See how they do?
Winner, lane 5.
Okay, so the Subaru Brat has won. Now for round 4, race 3. In lane 1, we have the Honda S2000. Lane 2, we have Power Surge. In lane 4, we have the MX-48 Turbo. In lane 6, we have the BMW M4. Let's see how they do.
Winner, lane 2.
Okay, so Power Surge has won. For round 4, race 4. In lane 2, we have Chill Mill, the red one. And lane 5 is the Ferrari 458 Italia. Let's see how the final race of round 4 does.
Winner, lane 5.
Alright, the Ferrari has won. That concludes the winners portion of round 4. Now for the loser part of round 4, in lane 1, we have Deuce Roadster. Lane 2, we have Phantom Racer. Lane 5, we have, pretty sure it's called Bread Box. I could be, could be mistaken. And in lane 6, we have a motorcycle that was in the, it was originally from a McDonald's, like a stunt car series or something. But anyway, let's see how they do.
Winner, lane 5.
Okay, I'm gonna have to check to see which of the either the Deuce Roadster or the motorcycle lost. Okay, so that motorcycle did lose. And now for round 4, race 2 of the losers. In lane 1, we have GTO3. Lane 2, we have another Deuce Roadster. This one's older and more beat up. Lane 3, we have Wild Thing. I mean lane 5. Sorry. And in lane 6, we have a Dodge Power Wagon. Let's see him race.
Winner, lane 2.
Okay, so GTO3 has lost. And now for round 4, race 3 of the losers. In lane 1, we have Low CGT. Lane 2, we have Itzo Skinny. Lane 5, we have Roll Cage. And lane 6, we have Rogue Hog. Let's see how they do.
Winner, lane 6.
Okay, so Roll Cage has come in last. Now for round 4, race 4 of the losers. In lane 2, we have Wild Thing. And in lane 5, we have Swoop Coop. Let's see how they do.
Winner, lane 5.
Okay, so Wild Thing has come in last. Now for round 5, race 1 of the winners. In lane 2, we have the Ford Transit Connect. And in lane 5, we have the Subaru Brat. Let's see how they do.
Winner, lane 5.
Okay, so Subaru Brat has won. Okay, so I completed the tournament. I didn't record when anyone else was around because no one else knew I was recording, and other people were around when I finished the tournament. So anyway, the winner was the Ferrari 458 Italia. Second place was the Subaru Brat. And also, the third place was the Ford Transit Connect. And the car that got the slowest is this here car called Wild Thing. And earlier I was looking at it and the hood is messed up, and I was trying to fix it, and suddenly, yeah, the hood came off. Can't get it to come off now, but bleh. Anyway, I would destroy this thing, but I'm not gonna, cause, yeah. I know people would like to see it, but yeah. Anyway, that's been the tournament. All 987 cars. Number 1 and number 987. And when I was recording this, the way I just recorded this on my phone, and I had it set up on this little keychain here. I just had it like this. And I just popped out the little back thing. I rested it right here, and recorded at just the right angle. And it's just so perfect. Now my track's all folded up, and my cars are all put away. This box full, that bin's full. Cases are full. These 3 boxes are full. This box is going to weigh like 50 pounds. So anyway, looks like I'm done here. This has been the 2016 Hot Wheels tournament.